It's that time again. Time to talk about some empties. And I have some bigger items this month, and that is pretty rare. So let's get into it now. The one thing I want to mention is that anytime something is a sample, now because I have a Slaying My Sample series, it is going to be these products and then sample empties done separately because I have so many of them. I think it would be overwhelming to put them in one video. So if you're interested to see my empties, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène again with another video, and as I just mentioned, it's empties, so let's get right into it. And if you like empties videos, please consider giving this video a thumbs up, and if you like the content on this channel in general, please subscribe. That would be awesome. I'm looking at them right over here, and the first couple of items are relatively small, and I don't think I mentioned them in the last empties video. I think I mentioned them with the beauty box video, but just in case I haven't mentioned them in an empties, I did finish 7 of these simple cleansing facial wipes, and they were fine. I really like them, and if I end up needing a package like this for travel, 7 wipes is a great amount for travel. A lot of us travel for a week or less, and so these are great. They did great with waterproof makeup, which was one of the claims, and it's absolutely the fact. I also finished a warming foot balm that I received in that same beauty box. I will put that video, the beauty box video, up in the cards because I think it's worth taking a look. It's still available at Shoppers Drug Mart if you're in Canada, and it's a fantastic value for 13 bucks. It's amazing what you get in this box. Now, I poo-pooed this product because I'd used it once and it was super goopy. I remember using that exact word, it was goopy. But I gave myself, I was giving everybody advice on how to use it again, or use it if they were going to, and I realized that I was giving myself the advice. So what I did was, I took this goopy product, I put it on, but then right away put socks on and went to bed. Of course, it did that at nighttime. And it was so much better. So either in the middle of the night when I wanted to take the socks off, or in the morning, I would take the socks off and my feet were just like a baby's bum. So not a bad product. It's cut off here, but it's from the Life brand. So I thought I would mention it. And from a product I really didn't like to something I might actually purchase. So you never know. Going on with some smaller items, I finally finished. This was amazing how long it took. It took months and months to do this, and I was using it every day. And that is the Dermalogica Eye Lift. This stuff, I don't know how much it is. Stress Positive Eye Lift it's called. It lasts forever. Like I said, months and months in this tiny little tube because you use just a little bit, tiny little bit, pat it under the eye, and it just kind of wakens up the eye and makes them look less puffy. And I really like that product, and I will definitely investigate how much it costs to purchase it again and compare it to the Dr. Brandt No More Needles, I think it's called, or No More Bags, something like that. I'm sorry, I don't remember. I'll put I'll put a picture somewhere, maybe here, of that product because it's the product I'm using now. And again, that one takes very, very little to do the same thing. But that Dermalogica, my gosh, months. You would never ever think that long from that tiny little tube. I also used up a sample of, well, I mean, it was a pretty significant sample of the Becca Backlight Priming Filter, and I'm putting it in here because even though it was a sample, it lasted a very long time as well. It was like an illuminating primer, so I used it on the periphery of the face, and I liked it, and it lasted me a long time. So I guess kind of like the Dermalogica, I didn't feel right putting it in a sample because in the sample empties because it lasted so long. A random item, in case you're curious, I have another Colgate Sorry guys, I'm having coughing fits because the air is so filled with smoke with forest fires around. There are some in BC that are coming this way, and there's also a big forest fire in Bissett. And I'm having to stop filming and coughing like crazy, and I've got coffee with me just trying to get better. Here's the deal with this lipstick. I was gonna say lipstick. Here's the deal with this toothpaste. So I had, I think, a toothpaste in the last Empties. If not, it would have been the one before. I'm pretty sure it was just this last one. And the reason for this, how could I possibly go through a huge tube like that so quickly? Well, no, my husband kind of squishes the tube, and at one point I just take it because the product doesn't come out for him anymore, and I switch it out for a new one, and I just finish his. Well, his was pretty squished up when I took it over, and so that's why it didn't last more than a month. Long story, it's just toothpaste. Let's move on. I just finished this product, the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair. This should not be a surprise. I use this serum nightly. It is in my regimen. It would take something pretty big to displace this because I can get this on super sale once in a while, and I think it works great. So like I said, it would take something pretty significant to displace it. Again, in the serums, I have a couple more actually. I finished up 1.7 ounce, pardon me, just 1 ounce. 1 fluid ounce or 30 ml of the Estée Lauder Advanced Night Repair. And that should not be a surprise. This is one of my go-to serums. So I use the Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair, then I use this, and then my night creams, and I like it. It feels really good on the skin. It absorbs quickly, and it just feels really nice. And I do feel like in the morning my skin is very refreshed. Now, of course, it's the serum and it's also my cream, and they work together, but it's a serum that I don't have any intention of changing up. I am curious about the Lancôme Génifique, but the Advanced Night Repair I think I'll be using until I think my skin just needs a change. You know, when I'm not really seeing the same benefits anymore, I might switch up to something else. But for now, I'm going to keep using it. And I have the Olay. Now, is it Ole Henriksen or Ole Henriksen? I never know. But this is the Truth Serum. I love this stuff. I love the smell. I love what it does for me in the morning. It is definitely brightening. And this one is, again, 30 ml or 1 fluid ounce. And it lasts a long time. And what I really like about this is it locks. You click it open and click it closed. And when you click it open, it dispenses in one pump exactly what I need for my face. Now, not everybody's the same, but for face and onto the neck, I get just enough with one pump. And I really appreciate dispensers like this, where it feels like the right amount to me, and I'm not guessing every time. So I really appreciate it. And it's not dispensing just a little bit too much to make you use up the product more. It's dispensing the right amount, at least, like I said, in my personal experience. I finished another deluxe sample. Like I said, I have a separate sample video, but this again was a pretty big one. And this is the Coconut Micellar Makeup Melter. I only have one more of these left to use up. It works fine. I'm not crazy about the having to do 2 steps. So I have to put this on and then also cleanse after, as opposed to just doing a makeup remover and then a cleanser. It just feels like there's just more work to it, but I like it. It feels really nice on the skin. So I'm not mad at it, but I tend to use it only when I don't mind doing a little extra when I'm taking my makeup off. So it's obviously not every day. Sometimes we're tired and I just don't feel like using this. It does do a really good job though. I mean, it takes everything off. I have no problem with how it works. It's just, you know, I'm not going to say I wouldn't purchase this product. I don't know. I don't know, and I have a lot of makeup remover right now, so I don't think I would go out and buy this product. I have some Garnier Micellar, I have some different products, so I'm I'm good. I have a cream, like a pharmacy cream that I'm just looking over there. I don't remember the name. So yeah, I'm not in a hurry to use it. It's fine. It just seems to add not quite a step, but sort of a step. I'll keep going with the face products, or products I use for the face. This is a grungy bottle. Don't judge. This is a Teddy's Choice from President's Choice baby scent baby oil. It's gross. I know. I have had this thing for years. See how yellow the bottle is? I have finally finished this. This took me so long because I didn't, until I got back into makeup, I didn't use baby oil very often at all. It was just like a spot treatment if I had really dry skin or something like that. But now I like to use this once in a while when I have really, really tough eye makeup to remove and I don't want to tug at my eye. I just put the baby oil on and it just melts the product right off my face, and it's wonderful for super dry, super clingy liquid lipstick, especially if I'm doing a color change during the day and I don't want to mess everything up. I take some on a quote cotton pad and I just go along the edges of my lip, and the baby oil just disintegrates the lipstick. And I can just put a little powder around the edge of my mouth and then put the new color on. And this does a tremendous job. So I keep baby oil in a little spray bottle and just keep refilling it. So I will definitely purchase some more baby oil. I don't know which brand, but obviously it used to take me a while to get through it, but I think I go through it a lot faster now. Onto a hair product. I have finished. I'm not a big dry shampoo hair user, so the fact that I finished a bottle of dry shampoo is pretty phenomenal. I have another one already on the go. This is cheap. It's under $4 Canadian, and then I buy them on sale. I highly recommend this product. It works well. It's an amazing price in my opinion. It doesn't have a crazy smell. It doesn't leave, at least on my hair, it does not leave a white cast. But on those days where I need to have bougie hair and I don't feel like washing and restyling, this is great. But I am not a hair connoisseur. That said, I will say for a drugstore brand, I can tell you that Tarte recommends this one, and that is a big reason that I tried it and I have not been disappointed. And if you don't know who Tarte is, she is Tati Westbrook. She has a YouTube channel. She is very big, so don't laugh at me for saying if you don't know who Tati is. But it could definitely be that you don't know who she is, so I'm going to put a link up in the cards for you if you want to check out her channel. She has very informative stuff, and she is one of the very rare, very, very large beauty gurus who I still feel is quite genuine in her view of whether she likes products or not. She gets taken off PR lists from time to time, and it just doesn't look like she cares about that, and she cares more about her subscribers, and that does come across, and I like to believe that that is genuine on her part, and so yeah, I think she's got a good channel. One last Empties is the NYX Micro Brow. Now this was in my roulette pen collab, so you may have seen already what this is part of why I don't like this pencil. I really love this pencil, but I hate it at the same time. I can never remember which side is the spoolie and which side is the liner, and I've decided, I've just cracked open another one, and I have decided I'm going to put a color tape on one end. I hate that aspect of it, and I just wish that NYX would fix this component, because I cannot tell you how often this turned into a rant, I'm sorry, but I cannot tell you how often I have put this end into the short one. See how it doesn't fit? And as you can appreciate, it messes up your product. It's not long enough, right, to reach the end. And it infuriates me every time I do it. And like the difference in length is not appreciable. And because of that, it's so easy to make that mistake. NYX, fix your product. We would buy a whole lot more of them. I get so upset that I end up, instead of spending like $8 on this, I end up spending $12 you know, once I always buy stuff on sale, but instead of spending $8 on this, I go and I spend like $12 on benefits precisely my brow. So I spend 50% more because I'm so irritated with this component. Okay, fix it, Nyx, please. Ooh, that got ugly. I don't know where that came from. I think it's happened so often when, you know, my mind wanders and I'm not paying attention as much as I should. But it shouldn't require attention. That's my point. Talk about a first world problem. It's not a big deal, but when it happens to you, it's so irking because this little bit of product when you do your brows is expensive, right? When you think about how little product there is and that you're paying mostly for the packaging, it's just infuriating. I went on a second rant. Shush it and just get back to this stuff. All I have now left is a couple of declutters. So I guess I'm just ramping up to the rant. How's that? I was using this Milk Makeup strobe highlighter, and it comes in a little rolly ball, but I don't like it. It's as I mentioned in my roulette pen collab that I was decluttering this. I'm decluttering it because it's just too sparkly. It's as a highlighter, I find, especially for a liquid highlighter where I don't feel that we have quite as much control on the amount of glitter. It's just too much and I don't enjoy it and I just didn't want to use it anymore. But you know what? Sometimes it's why we do some of these panning projects is to figure out what we like and what we don't. Now, part of my mascara madness was this Clinique Black Onyx, and double-sided, one for really dramatic lashes and one for less dramatic lashes. And I used it for a little bit, and you'll see it's still very wet, and that is because I can't use this anymore. During the day, it will start flaking. And when I take my makeup off, it comes off in big flakes and I end up having some in my eyebrows. It just goes all over the place. And sometimes I find more of these flakes hiding somewhere. And it's very messy and I'm not impressed. Now, I don't know if it's because this mascara is getting old. I don't know if this has been the experience for anyone watching. If you want to tell me, I would appreciate knowing, but I have enough mascaras. I don't need to be dealing with this. There's so many good mascaras on the market. I just need to let this one go. And I'm annoyed because I don't like wasting product, but in this case, it's interfering. Like it gets in the way. I find flakes when I'm not expecting, or it flakes off my face during the day. And no, there's just too many other good products out there for me to be using this. So it's gone. I wish I could end on a positive note. Well, I'm going to end on a positive note to say, wow, how many empties I have this month. I am really surprised. I guess at one point you have lots of big bottles and they start emptying out. So I think that was kind of fun to see a whole bunch of different things. I love to see what people use, so I hope you enjoyed that as well. And I hope you will also take a look at my samples empties video coming up, because boy did I use a lot of those as well. I have been very good, and so I would love to show you my progress on those as well. So if, as I said before, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. And for now, take care.